Clint Esposito here. We're going to go over 3 things. San Diego Supercross. Why I think Kenny is going to win Supercross, the championship. And Carson Mumford's going to fill in for Austin Forkner. I didn't find that out. I heard Hey yo! So, I know that last week was canceled. Very bummed about that. Trump was also bummed about that. Are you disappointed Supercross is canceled this weekend?
What a stupid question that is. What a stupid question. But I watch you a lot. You ask a lot of stupid questions.
And someone had said that this week was probably going to be a mutter, so then I started to look into what was going on there, because I know California's getting a lot of rain. But I had seen one of my freestyle friends post pictures that he was jumping at the San Diego Monster Jam. So for any of you guys that don't know, Feld runs Monster Jam and Supercross. So what they do is they will rent the arena or the stadium, bring the dirt in, do either one. You know, like Anaheim, they'll usually do Anaheim 1. I guess there's a couple weeks in between. But they'll do Anaheim 1, Monster Jam, and then another Anaheim. That way it saves them money on moving the dirt in and out. So that made me start to think, you know, we were talking about the dirt. So I was like, well, let me check out pictures from the Monster Jam this weekend to see if it looked muddy or anything. And it does not look muddy. There's actually dust now that I'm looking at it even closer. This maybe looks a teeny bit greasy, that whenever that was. The pit party fan experience. You know, a lot of times they water this stuff a little bit so that it doesn't get dusty when people are out there. So that could very well be what happened during that. Oh no, are those towels? Maybe it was wet. But anyway, it ends up like it looks like it ends good, and that the dirt's pretty dry. So then I was like, let me look into the weather this week. So we got the 10-day forecast, which starts on Wednesday. Obviously, I think yesterday maybe they got a little bit of rain, because I looked yesterday. Today is partly cloudy, 59. Thursday's 56 p.m. showers. Let's see how much they're going to get. Partly cloudy. Early, followed by increasing clouds with showers developing later in the day. High 56. Winds southwest 5 to 10 miles per hour. Chance of rain 40%. And with the wind, a lot of times wind is better than sun at drying stuff out. So really, if you have rain and you want it to dry out, you'd rather it be windy than even sunny. You obviously want both, but wind's going to be better. Here's the other thing. With that dirt, anybody that works dirt knows once you start, basically when they put it in there, right, it's drying out the whole time because they're aerating it basically. They have to water it, lay it down, and then when they, you know, they're going to break up all the stuff on top and move it, they're going to have to spray it with water again anyway. So between that and them covering it if they need to, I would imagine those dudes, I mean, I don't imagine. I imagine it'll be good. Those guys are, you know, very good with dirt. They've been dealing with dirt for a long time. They even know, just in case you guys don't know, they own the dirt in all these cities. So yes, they own a huge pile of dirt. That's why if you look at old New Jersey Supercross Meadowlands, there's all just like plastic in the old dirt and tear-offs and stuff because they just recycle the same stuff. If you look at old Nassau Coliseum arena crosses and stuff, it's the same way because I've been there for Monster Jams, and guess what? There was tear-offs in the dirt when they brought it in. So they just have a pile of dirt outside. And it's almost better. It's probably going to be drier than it would have been. I guess California is California. But I have been to arena crosses, or one. I went to one arena cross where they brought in frozen dirt. It was in Springfield. Actually, it was a ultra cross before they turned into the regional arena crosses. But it was an ultra cross in Springfield, Massachusetts, and they brought in frozen dirt, and then it thawed. They actually canceled Friday, and then we just did Saturday. So it definitely happens. They do have big enough piles of dirt where they don't take the entire pile of dirt, so they can kind of cut the top layer off and put that somewhere and then pull from the bottom. Obviously, if it's raining while you're pulling dirt, then that's no good. But like I said, this dirt's already in the stadium. I imagine being moved around once already. It's probably already dry and they've covered it. So I don't really see... Although when you have dirt loose and then you get a ton of rain, then it gets soupy fast. But again, like I said, I'm sure they're watching the weather and not cutting into the dirt and having it being loose if they're going to get a downpour that night. Which, by the weather, it doesn't look like they're getting like that substantial amount of rain at this point anyway. So, do they have amounts here? I don't see amounts. I mean, it is drizzly, but it doesn't 6%, 4% at night, 3%, 14%. Oh, that's on Sunday, so we're already past it. So, I think that the dirt will be good. They'll cover it if they need to. And like I said, if you cut that stuff and start moving it around, it starts drying out anyway because it gets to the air. So I think that they'll be fine. Hey everybody, this show is brought to you by Nanobella. You've heard about CBD, but you need to know about CBG, which is another cannabinoid. Nanobella actually has a patented nanomulsion technology that breaks the CBG down into tiny molecules. That way they work faster. Also combined with premium ingredients, it's more bioavailable. So this is called the Sublime Elixir. This is for people like me that did action sports most of their lives and landed on their head. And now, for some reason, my knee hurts also. So I take this to help relieve the inflammation and make it feel a little bit better. This actually comes in a nice little dispenser. It's got a little squeeze thing on the side, 2 drops under the tongue, and you're good. Now, if you're a lightweight in the marijuana department and you like to eat edibles and then be like, this edible is not shit, and then you eat another edible and then you're like, oh no, I'm in trouble, guess what? You never thought it would come, but here it is. Here's the product for you. They call it green landings, okay? But I call it narcannabis. So what actually happens is the CBG binds to the THC. So it actually lessens your high, or at least like flattens it out. I've been told by Sothi, the owner, that actually people that smoke all day, not me, other people that smoke all day, use this so that they get like a more even high and they are more focused and still high. Your mind's blown, I know. But I think at least if you're one of those people that likes to eat edibles and then get out of hand, this is the product for you. Now you can actually get a 15% discount by using the code CLINT15, CLINT15 at checkout at nanobella.com. You're welcome. So here is the track map. So, you know, I don't know, regular track map. What are we doing? It doesn't go outside. Regular start. The dogs are freaking out now about something. No options, it doesn't look like. Look at, they got a weird turn. I guess they're going to just put a cone there or a barrel in the middle of the start straight and make everybody just go down around a start straight. That's kind of going to suck with the way the ruts are coming out of there. And then think about if you're doing, you start and you get the weird part of the berm or something, are they going to groom that berm every single time? I have questions. I guess that's the funkiest thing about this track right now. Is just the start straightaway turn, which I mean, I like it, but like I said, I think it's going to be its own thing. If you were going straight across the start straight, you know, whatever, but I don't know. And like I said, I think if you're in a weird spot where I guess they're still, like all the way over here on the left-hand side, I guess the right side of the start, the rut starts running kind of the way you're going a little bit. I guess not that much. You're still crossing over it, but I don't know. It seems awkward. Seems like it might be awkward. People are going to be on the starting line getting roosted by people. So there you go. I'd say rest of it's obviously standard track type of things. All right, we're going to move on to why I think Kenny's going to win Supercross. Okay? I always talk about people have to be having fun. And look at his helmet. That's a fun helmet. It's got flow on there. It says Kickstart Kenny. That's Kickstart Kenny. And let me tell you why he's going to win. Because he feels young again. Okay? I rode my 2013 CRF 450 in the woods this past weekend. Right? Kickstart and all. And let me tell you. You get on a hill where your left foot is on the downside and then try to kick that, and it makes you feel like a kid again. You're like, I can't even reach, I could barely reach the kicker. How am I going to be able to kickstart this? And you just feel like a kid. It brings you back to your youth of riding motorcycles that are way too big for you and a pain in the ass to start. And that's where it all started for all of us. Okay, so give Kickstarters a chance. Again. His bike's also probably like half a pound, maybe lighter, because he doesn't have battery and a starter. I don't know. I don't know how much that stuff weighs. Look at that. Who would drive, whatever that is. I forgot what they're called. Sidekick. A young kid. He's getting his youthfulness back. All right. This show is brought to you by Hero Soap Company. Do you like America and being clean? Hero Soap Company is the soap for you. It was established in 2018 by military veterans. They give a portion of the profits to charities that help homeless veterans, military, and first responders. The soaps are made from natural ingredients and free from harsh chemicals. They are infused with essential oils and or premium grade fragrances. They come in a resealable, weather resistant package, like a little Ziploc bag. That way for camping, if you're deployed, whatever, you can stick the soap right back in the bag. The soap is made in small batches in the USA. You could say it's artisan. Maybe it's artisan, I don't know. I think that just means someone did it by hand. It could be artisan. For each new subscription, if you subscribe to get soap sent to you monthly, then a bar will be donated to troops deployed overseas. And now you can actually get a small discount by using the code CLINT, C-L-I-N-T, at checkout. And yes, I will get a little cut of it. I believe it's 15%. So go there and use the code, get some money off, and support America and veterans. Okay, guys, enjoy. Next one. I'm going to call it right here. Steve Mathis is the one that put this out of there because I saw some guy, I was trying to find the tweet. Some other kid, apparently he posted this and then some other kid posted that he posted that Mumford was going to Pro Circuit Kawasaki, and boy, it was stolen valor all over Twitter, dude. People were going off on him. So I just want to say, I just sit in this room and I talk about the things that I see and then just comment on that, okay? I'm not really a journalist. I'm a rider slash comedian. That's it. All right? Everybody settle down. So anyway, Mumford, coming out of amateurs, I thought, so I was surprised. What happened exactly with Mumford? Did he get hurt a bunch? I'm not exactly filled in on his pro career that much because he came out, he had the Geico ride, and then Geico went away, and then he just was on, I don't know, you just didn't hear very much about him. I guess that shows how much just their, the sponsors backing and putting him in ads and stuff like that is. So, right here we got the Dirty 100. I have no idea what that is. But it is Moto Playground. So I know what Moto Playground is. So I'm assuming it's some kind of list that they have. I don't know. Carson Mumford quickly got his hands on a pair of number 1 plates at the beginning of 2018, taking the top spot in 250B and Schoolboy 2 at the Spring Ding-a-Ling. Spring a Ding Ding. The Honda rider, see, he was, as an amateur, he was a Honda guy. He was like a Geico. At that point, Geico Honda had these big-ass amateur teams, and he was one of those kids. So anybody that came out of that, you really expected, I think, there are a bunch of guys. I don't know. I think Tomac may have been amateur Geico. Don't shoot me, internet, if I'm wrong, but I'm fairly certain. Then the Honda rider added to his championship tally at the FMX California Classic with 2 more titles in the B class, in addition to an overall victory in Open B at Mammoth. Okay, so going in, coming in hot. Mumford claimed the 3rd Loretta Lynn amateur national motocross title of his career in the 250B Limited class before making his A-class debut at the Moto Playground race at Ponca City, finishing 250A and Open Pro Sport on the overall podium. I mean, I realize that's not Supercross or Nationals, but like I said, came in hot. Now I got actually pulled up on here his pro stats on Racer X. So he has 1 Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship 250 SX West Top 10. These titles, dude. Every time I gotta read these titles and they're like, I understand we're explaining it, but it's like, you people know what I'm talking about. I just need to be like 250 West Supercross. He got top 10 250 West Supercross. I'm really making it even difficult for myself. And he has 7 pro motocross 250 top 10s. So it's not really, that's not bad, but that's not what I'm sure Honda and everybody was looking for. There you go, injury report, but that's this year. And yeah, so this is all 2023 stuff. He was on Bar X Suzuki, but I mean, if you're even the owner of Bar X, right? And I don't know who that is. I don't know the person at all. But if you're the owner of Bar X and you're one of your riders gets a call from Mitch Payton, are you not just like, if I'm that guy, maybe this is lack of self-confidence, but if I'm that guy and Mitch Payton calls my rider, I'm like, well, congratulations, dude. Right? Is that not how that goes at this point? I don't know. Were they mad? I'm sure you're like, but I don't know. So I think that's that's cool for him. I think hopefully it gives him some more, like I said, or like I always talk about, switching and getting just in a new situation and having somebody like Mitch Payton call on you and be like, hey, we're going to put you on the team for the remainder of at least Supercross. Are you not, does that not at least give you a little bit of confidence? It has to, right? You know that your bike's going to be mint. It's a rad-ass team, even if just for history, originally being Peak Honda, and then just being Pro Circuit Kawasaki forever with all those championships. And remember the old Pro Circuit Kawasaki 125s, like when Volan and those guys and Brock Sellers rode them, and they had I think Sellers rode one for a little bit, a year or two. And then the front of the pipe, the first like foot of the exhaust pipe was actually like blue because they ran so good. I mean, the FMF Hondas did too, but the Pro Circuit shit is dope. Anyway, yeah, I would think that would give you some confidence. That would make you be like, sick, Mitch believes in me. He's going to give me a shot. So just, again, I think a lot of this is mental, and you need a little bit of help and momentum. It sucks he is hurt right now, so he is going into this just coming off of an injury. So how much does that suck when you're him and you get this chance to go and ride for Kawasaki and you got to come in there kind of not 100%? That's a bummer. But again, still good opportunity. But all right, review. I think San Diego dirt is going to be fine. Those guys are smart and they'll cover it, or they're not getting that much rain this week. And when you cut and mix dirt, as long as it's not pouring while you cut the dirt, then it usually dries out to an extent. So you should be fine. Kickstart Kenny is going to win because we brought back youthfulness to and fun to his game. Okay? And good job, Steve Mathis, breaking the news that Carson Mumford's going to fill in for Austin Forkner Pro Circuit Kawasaki. I didn't find that out on myself, okay? Nobody called me in this room here in the middle of nowhere in New Jersey and tell me that. So I just read it on the internet, everybody. All right. Peace out. Anything you want to... I got some freestyle stuff. There's a lot of editing with the next freestyle video I want to do. So I will get to that. But yes, thank you for watching. Please subscribe.